Hey, what is happening? What's going on? This is Jerry over at Wealth Dynamics. I wanted to give you a really quick video today because now I can. I've got my green screen remote studio set up. And so I wanted to talk to you about a very important topic, in my opinion. So it's the topic of outsourcing personal finances. Okay, outsourcing personal finances. What do I mean by that? So when I say outsourcing personal finances, I'm talking about hiring a professional to do it instead of doing it myself. Now, there's nothing wrong with hiring a professional, but I want to dive into the difference in mindset. So there's something called outsourcing and there's something called insourcing. Okay. So outsourcing means that I don't want to do it. I don't like it. I don't understand it. It's too much work. So I'm going to hire someone else to do it. This is very common with finances. This is what I used to do. Okay. And so the result of that is I hire somebody that seems like they know what they're doing and they do it all for me. Right. And at the end of the day, I end up owning a bunch of financial products and services, and I really don't know what they are, how they work, which becomes a problem because if that person ever leaves or they did it wrong, or I just didn't shop around and compare to see if I got the best deal, I'm kind of stuck with what I've got because I don't have the knowledge and understanding to actually analyze data, like to look at, all right, I signed up for investments. What do I actually have? How does this work? Is it the right thing for me? What are the alternatives? How do the costs on it work? Or if it was taxes, I signed up for taxes. What data are they operating off of? What did I tell them? What did they put in? What tax code, what's parts of the tax code are they using? Like, these are all things that someone should know how to ask. Now, the average person doesn't, and it's kind of almost at this point in time unreasonable for them to expect to. But the alternative here is called insourcing. Okay, insourcing, I'm still going to work with a professional. But I am paying them to ensure that I learn and understand how to do this stuff. So back to the topic of investments, if I'm insourcing, it means that I don't understand investing and I might not even like investing, but I know that it's something I need to know. So I'm going to hire a professional, and that professional is going to utilize their knowledge, their expertise, their systems, their professional experience to help hat me and train me on that topic. Okay, now the big difference here, and this is the one that might be a shocker. Insourcing means that I'm actually probably going to pay to do some of the work. So if I'm insourcing and I'm hiring a professional, my goal is to understand, right? I can't understand if I keep my hands clean. I have to get in there and get under it and work on it and get my hands dirty too. So if I'm insourcing, I'm actually going to pay to be involved. Okay, they're the oversight. They're the ones that are going to help, but it's my responsibility and my finances. And ultimately, I'm going to be involved by getting my own hands dirty and doing some of the work myself. Okay, this might be frustrating at times. This might mean that it's extra work and it would have been easier just to outsource it. But the goal here is not easy. The goal is understanding. Okay, we talked about this on my course last Friday about being money smart. I can't be money smart if I keep my hands clean, if I don't get in and do the work, if I don't go in and learn some new terms and push through the frustration of learning these things. Now, on that note, the frustration that someone might experience when they're learning about some of these topics and doing some of the work is the accumulated lack of responsibility of not having done it prior to this. It's misdirected. If I'm frustrated, it's not at this person that I'm hiring that's having me do the work. It's not at my circumstance. It's actually at myself. I am frustrated at myself because I didn't take the time to learn about investing. I didn't take the time to learn about taxes. I didn't take the time to learn about budgeting. And now I'm, 20, 30, 40 years old and just now handling these things. There's some backlog that I'm going to have to go through and catch up on just missed out knowledge. I'm going to have experiences that come up where I didn't know and I gave up responsibility and now it's coming back to haunt me. Like, those are all very real things. And that's part of why I recommend hiring a professional and insourcing. Now, the result is after you push through all of that, you're going to know. You're going to know how taxes work. You're going to know how investing works. You're going to know how money works. But that's only if you insource. If you outsource, you're not going to know. You're going to own a bunch of things and someone else is going to do all the work and you're never going to feel in control of your finances. That's my video today. If you watch this and you've been outsourcing and you're like, man, I kind of feel that way where I'm not in control and things are kind of just out there and it's kind of confusing when I look at what I have, that's a sign you should be insourcing. Okay. If you've been insourcing and you're going through the frustration of why do I have to do this, some of the work, and I don't understand what this means. And this is hard and I should have just hired this out. like you're doing the right thing. Keep pushing through. It's no different than running. At a certain point, your sides burn and you've got, the taste of blood in the back of your throat. You can either quit or you can push through, right? If you push through, you're going to hit the second wind and you're going to be a better runner because of it. So that's my video today. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure that you do like, share, and subscribe.